Hi everybody, hello, welcome to Ascensions Love with Alice and welcome to this week at a glance. We are going to be looking at the week commencing Monday the 13th of September through to Sunday the 19th. We're going to be looking at what energy we can expect, what energy is going to be coming in and influencing us so that we can best align with our ascension timeline, so that we can best align with our highest timeline and just flow with ease and grace and magnetism for all the things that we want and desire in this week ahead. So hi everyone, my name is Alice, welcome to my channel. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button, thank you for hitting the notification bell, and thank you for commenting, sharing your love and hearting and doing all that gorgeous energy exchange that you do. It really helps my channel grow and blossom, and it helps people see these updates, those that really need to see and hear and feel the energy that is coming through. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. We're going to call upon all the beautiful ascended beings of light, all the archangels, unicorns, dragons, celestial star beings, anyone that is here and ready to offer their guidance and their assistance as we delve into the week ahead. And I just want to say as well, thank you so much for everyone that wished me a happy birthday this weekend. It was a gorgeous weekend. I had so much fun. It was so fulfilling. I had such wonderful times both on the physical plane and in the non-physical plane as I traverse multidimensionality. As for those who know me personally know I do quite a lot, where I spend a lot of time heading back to Atlantean timelines and Lemurian timelines and other planets to glean wonderful knowledge, memories and insights. So thank you to everyone that took the time to wish from their hearts to mine love and kindness and compassion. Thank you to everyone that offered donations on my PayPal link and offered a gift from my wish list as well, which are always in the description box on my YouTube video. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I feel very, very spoiled and loved, and I feel all of that energy, so thank you. But we're going to start right away with the unicorns. So we are going to find out what is coming in for this week. So let's have a little look, see here. So beautiful unicorns, what guidance do you have to give us about the energies? Thank you, coming in. Right, we've got a lot already jumping out here. Okay, and one more. That's a powerful card, wow, okay. So let's have a look at who we have here straight away. So we've got, first and foremost, we have Refreshing Oasis coming out, number 18. So this wonderful card here, this is about nurturing ourselves. This is about harnessing our strength, gaining our strength, building our strength. But what I'm feeling is that this is about really focusing on bringing that in through every level of our body, our physical, mental, emotional and spiritual bodies, right? You know, how can we look after ourselves? How can we find balance? How can we flow with the rhythm and cycle of the day? Because we are in a world of a cyclical nature, right? We are in a world where there is ebb and flow, right? That is the nature of being. That is part of being on this beautiful planet, this beautiful mystery schools of planet Earth, right? So do take the time to connect with nature. Do take the time to get outside, to ground your energy. You know, there's a few things that we learn in this life through our spiritual practice, through our being and our embodying that nowness, that presence. And one of which is that, you know, the sun, when we get out underneath the sun, without anything blocking that sun, we receive DNA upgrades. When we get out under the moon, we receive upgrades to our psychic abilities, our intuition. You know, when we get out into nature, the trees, they ground and balance our energies. And when we go out into the water, into the sea, when we connect with that beautiful being, it refreshes us, it cleanses us, it purifies our aura. These are just given magics of what it is to be here. And the more that we connect with that, the more that we feel the ebb and flow, breathe that fresh air, the more we connect with the elements within our body. And this is what I feel right now as what is being guided, right? Especially for this wonderful 13-day. This is a number of the divine feminine, right? And I say 13-day because I'm looking at Monday the 13th, right? Monday, moon day 13, divine feminine. But also that beautiful number 18 on this card as well, which is a 3-3 number, right? So once again, that wonderful alchemy, feminine, magical number of 3. 3 is a 9, and that's what 1 and 8 make, right? So there's a gorgeous energy right away at the start of this week to really tap into, should we wish to, but only if we are flowing with that nature, flowing with how we want to, you know, how we need to, right? Moving on through the week, and I will pull more cards in just a little while to get more clarity, but let's just see what the unicorn realm wants to bring in, because they are so powerful in their hope and joy and innocence and their enlightenment, that it's just always wonderful to kind of just go on that thread just for a moment before we bring in those dragons who really help clear some of the things that might be blocking us. So the next card we have then is the Mahatma energy. This is about building the light body. So, you know, we start the week with the guidance of getting outside into nature and just to connect with the elements. So this isn't just kind of like, oh, I need to go outside and do some exercise. No, this is about being present, feeling, smelling, hearing, tasting, touching, you know, connecting with the air around you, that full, nutritious, gorgeous air. It's not an empty space, it's not a vacuum, it's full, right? And that air goes within us, that's that breath of life, you know, connecting with the water and how that connects with us, you know, the earth, how that connects with us, that fire, how that connects with us. That's the start of the week. Then as it moves forward, we then move into the spiritual body, the light body, the Mahatma energy, bringing that beautiful golden light down from above and below, bringing it up, right? The divine masculine and feminine energies, letting it merge within our heart space, knowing that we are this eternal stream of love, right? You know, when we keep focusing on bringing our hearts open and just expanding them, you know, it accelerates our ascension, right? Because then we realize that we don't need to seek it from elsewhere. It's just a continuous flow that merges within the heart space and expands from within us, right? So really focusing on building that light body energy is so powerful for the start of the week. And look, we even have the Vesica Pisces here on this chalice, because that's what we are. We are that bridge between heaven and earth. We are that chalice. We are that open cup, right? Just being filled up, right, in gorgeousness, as above, so below. That's what the Vesica Pisces chalice mysteries, right? That's what that brings in, you know. It merges heaven and earth, and we are that bridge in the middle. We are that tree trunk, right? You know, that is what we are here to do, is that column of light, you know, and even calling on the unicorns to help that as well, should we wish, because they will always accelerate any ascension for any spiritual benevolent practice that we are doing. They will always enhance that, because that's just what they do. Moving further into the week, we have look for the signs, okay? So they're saying to us, you know, keep our eyes and ears open. We may have been you know, flowing and connecting at the start of the week, but then, you know, all the things that we're asking for, all the things that that we desire in our heart and our soul, our monad, that we're bringing in, all those things, you know, they're being answered, right? And we are shown that through the guidance that we receive, right? We are shown that through you know, through the number patterns, through the butterfly flying across our face, through the bee that flies in front of us as we're thinking about a certain thing, through you know, the shape of leaves on the floor or the clouds in the sky. They're all signs. The songs on the radio, they're all signs and symbols, right? Everything, it's like you're walking through a waking dream, right? You know, so it's like, interpret your waking life as a dream, you know. And if you need any help with dream interpretation, just give me a shout. But you know, we have that gateway sign coming in, that 11, right, which is always wonderful gateway opportunity. So this is around the 15th, 16th, so that's really interesting, because it's like we've been asking for things and what we've been wanting to manifest, and it's getting closer and closer, and we get guided, right, by the signs. When we start seeing those number patterns over and over again, it's like the universe is saying, no, you are on track, keep going with what you're doing. Or maybe they might be kind of wanting to shift you a certain way, right? You know, kind of help you refine your vision a little bit, help you take that action, because we are physical beings, right? So to make something manifest, we have to take aligned action when the energy is right. You know, if we are feeling like we are spiraling down, we don't want to manifest from that place, but we're constantly manifesting, right? So we want that energy to rise up, you know. So that's why the emphasis from the unicorns at the start of the week is this oasis, this building the Mahatma, this building of the light body energy, you know. And this card that I've got for the last unicorn card before we move on to the dragons is such a powerful one, because this is your I am presence. Wow, this is the most powerful card in the whole deck here, you know. This is about expanding your stellar gateway, this wonderful vortex of energy right above you. You know, I am that I am. When you say the words I am, you are connecting the I, which is that divine masculine energy, that individuality, that structure, you know, that the forward action, right? That's a masculine energy within you. That feminine energy is the am, right? The collective, the swirl, creation, magnetism, all of that connected, that oneness with one another, You know, when you say I am and follow it with another word, a statement, something like that, you are invoking your monad, you are invoking your oversoul, your highest version of yourself, to embody in that fraction of a moment whatever it is that you say, right? You're embodying that. So we always want to be careful about what we're saying, and how we're connecting with ourselves and how we are showing up, right? We want to be careful and really use intention when we do that. Because when we use intention, this week can be a very powerful week for manifesting based on these cards that are here right now. So really it is, you know, surrender to the flow of your body, which matches the cycle of the earth and the cycle of the day and the season, right, of the moon, of various things, you know, the cycles around. Connect with that, connect with the elements, build the light body, look for the signs, take the aligned action, and really be intentional with how you are speaking to yourself, what you are affirming to the world, right? It's a very, very, very powerful week, and I know as well for those that for those last week that were on our Priestess of the Golden Age call, which was incredibly immense, incredibly activating for anyone that was on that call, and the recording is available for anyone that wishes to view that. We have got part 2 coming on Monday the 20th as well, which is set to be very, very very powerful as a continuation of that energy. So I love these cards that are coming out and the messages from the unicorns, because that is kind of bridging the gap between that first call that Melissa and I did and the second call that we will be doing as well on Monday. So really, really wonderful. Let's see what the dragons have to say about what may be blocking us this week, what we may need to be aware of. Okay, so let's see here, beautiful dragons, what do you wish to say? Thank you. We have the golden Christed dragon. Wow. So to have these types of messages from the unicorns, this Mahatma energy, that is like the Christed energy, right? This Christed dragon, this week is very much about embodying that Christed energy within us. It's a cellular thing, it's a molecular thing, it's the light quotient, it's the vibration that we're putting out there. It's not an action, right? It's an embodiment. This is about higher love, opening your heart space without fear, without judgment, without anything like that, absorbing Christ-like energy that comes from the sun, that comes from the sun beyond the sun, right? That comes from the stellar gateways, right? You know, expanding the heart chakra and knowing that you're protected. When you embody love, when we embody love, we are protected. The only thing that we can attract in a space of love is love, right? That's how the law of attraction works, and that's how everything else works, abundance, everything. You know, we are fifth dimensional. We are much more than that, actually, to be fair, but we still have to release the blocks that bring fear in, when we are really, our true nature is to embody this, right? So the Christed dragons, the golden Christed dragons, are here to help that. So be sure to connect with the sun this week. That is so powerful. Connect with the sun, connect with that Christ energy, and just absorb, open your heart to the sky, open your heart and allow yourself to absorb, right, that beautiful Christed energy. Who else do we have here? Thank you. Earth and air dragon. What have we been saying throughout this whole call here for this week so far? That balance between heaven and earth. That's what the earth and air dragon brings us, right? You know, perfect balance of heaven and earth. Whatever the inspiration is, whatever is coming in through the air, through that breath of life, it comes in and it connects through us, through that central point with the earth below, and that's how we make it physical. We want to unblock our lower chakras that make things manifest, right? We want to stay balanced, and the thing is that so many light workers, empaths, so many people, you know, that wanting to ascend, we're wanting to kind of achieve higher states of being, and we think we do that through our higher chakras, but we forget that because we are physical, we are human, we have to connect through the earth, through Lady Gaia, right? We have to make that balance and make it physical. We are physical beings, right? Well, we're actually eternal light, which is non-physical, but we are within, we are residing and driving this physical human vessel, this sacred vessel, right? Do we treat it as such? You know? Do we wish that we weren't here and on another planet? Or do we accept that this is our invitation to be here? We choose to be in this physical body. This physical body is not us, right? This, like, I am not my physical body. I am the light within this physical vessel, and the light and energy within this is what is moving me, helping me speak, helping me articulate, helping me make things physical. This is what we need to remember, right? And this is what may be difficult this week. We may find it difficult to stay grounded. And I think this is very much why we have, you know, cards such as this Refreshing Oasis that came out earlier, because it's, you know, reminding ourselves to ground, because we are made up of this planet Earth. We are made up of physical form. We are lots and lots of energy, very tightly together, vibrating together, right? You know, that's what the physical form is energy, like very tightly together, right? Moving, swaying, dancing, you know, vibrating. But this is a manifestation card. This is about bringing your hopes and desires from up here, from your vortex, from your higher self, bringing it down and earthing it. We've got to earth it, right? That's what this week is looking to bring us. And look at that, you know, it actually, these two cards, this is the card. These two cards go together in terms of how I'm pulling the cards out right now. And that's what we're doing, bringing it down. Heaven and earth, that's what the Vesica Pisces is, bridging above and below, right? Bring your hopes and desires down in the spiral. And, you know, if you want help with that, please reach out to me. You know, we can book a half an hour angelic guidance session, an hour if you prefer, or I can do recorded guidance as well. But if you are looking for help in manifesting something, reach out, connect, right? That's what, you know, people like myself and other beautiful divine beings that are doing this type of work, that's what we're here to help do. Hold the space, help you remember your innate power and wisdom and mastery, right? Let's see which dragon is coming through next. Thank you. The yellow dragon, the crystal yellow dragon. This is opening you, this dragon opens you to the higher learning, right? Wisdom, expanding the crown chakra, walking the spiritual path, right? And I love how this card is paired with that look for the signs from the unicorn. I love how these two are paired here, because these are physical signs. This is the universe, this is the energy, this is the law of attraction showing up outside of you, saying, yeah, no, things are aligning. And this card is saying, okay, all the wisdom, the Christed wisdom coming in through your crown chakra, you know it anyway, but we're going to show you, we're going to make it physical. But what needs to happen here is that when the inspiration comes in up, we need to bring it down, right? Bring it down through the throat, into the heart space, expand and connect with that light, bring it down further into the solar plexus, into the navel where we manifest from, down into the sacral where it connects with that sacred creation energy, and down into the root where we make it physical, into our earth star, anchoring in our highest timeline. This is how we manifest. We bring it down that column of light, right? You know, and when we connect and open the crown chakra and allow it to be illuminated, and when we allow that crown chakra to be illuminated, rather than letting our mind from within overthink things, but we let the inspiration drop in naturally, you know, those are the golden ideas. They really are. And this week is going to be very powerful for that. It's a very powerful manifesting week, you guys. I'm just saying, with these cards that are coming out, it's very, very powerful. But this is about, you know, really anchoring in that higher spiritual path as well. You know, we hear it a lot, but this week is very set to actually, you know, really help you with that, really make jumps and leaps along that timeline. And look, we have this golden Atlantean dragon, which is coming in as the final dragon card for today, which is helping us remember that golden wisdom of Atlantis. Now, with all the other cards coming in, we've got that Christed dragon, we've got that heaven and earth, we've got the crown chakra dragon, right? The crystal yellow. You can't make it up. It's all on that same wavelength. It's all on that same guidance line, right? Bringing back the gifts, the ancient gifts of Atlantis when you were in a mastery timeline, the golden Atlantean timelines. None of the other ones, the golden Atlantean timelines, right? You know, reclaiming your mastery, remembering your gifts, your talents. And when we remember a gift or a talent, it's not like I can now do it, like you just pressed go and it's like, you know, we start to receive drops and hints and shifts in vibration and energy and realignments and, you know, and defragging our energy to bring it into that refinement within, you know, really powering it up. And what's really, really incredible here is that, you know, we all have so many gifts, you know, telepathy, telekinesis, elemental kinesis like pyro, hydro, aero, electrokinesis, all these things, right? It's all energy. Law of attraction, abundance, health, it's all energy. It's whether that energy is in alignment with highest good or whether it is in alignment with fear, right? Because we are always manifesting. This is a week of manifestation. Really incredible. And it's like the penny drops this week, and there is some type of understanding that we just receive from it. It's powerful. It's very powerful. And I love that that golden Atlantean dragon is remembering and showing up underneath that I am presence. You know, it's showing up underneath this card here. I am that I am. I am an ascended master. I am an ascended being of Atlantis. I am a high priest. I am a high priestess of golden Atlantis. Say it, embody it, be it. And when you do that, you know, it unlocks, right? It unlocks. And tune into people that are doing calls. Like I said earlier, like we said earlier, you know, there are plenty of people holding the space, facilitating calls of remembrance, right? So if you are wanting to embody, then it's time to tune into calls such as the ones that, for example, Tim Wilde is doing a wonderful call on the 14th, right? Tuesday the 14th, which is connecting with Lady Gaia and the Seraphim. Melissa Virtue and I are doing Priestesses of the Golden Age calls, right? Where we are awakening that Shakti, that divine feminine, that high priestess within you so that you can embody her, right? You know, Diana Cooper also doing a call. She's got a call on Monday the 13th, right? Which is all about the Golden Age of Atlantis and bringing that into the now, you know, our future, you know, all these calls and all at such a reasonable, more than reasonable, accessible exchange, right? So that you can be on them, you can connect with them, whichever you are called to, right? You know, really great people to tune into. So once again, tune into Tim Wilde, tune into Melissa Virtue, tune into Diana Cooper. Go and find their websites, my website, Alice Heath, right? You literally just type our names in .com and you find us all. But seriously, it is time for expansion. This week is an expansive week. It is powerful. And before we kind of close this reading off, I want to just get some moon cards as well, because we are in the run-up to a full moon in Pisces, right? And you know, the moon energy once again connects with our emotional, our intuitive, and our psychic energy, our feminine energy. The sun connects with our masculine energy. The sun connects with our action and our DNA upgrades. The moon connects with our spiritual upgrades, right? So it's really important to have that balance. So I'm bringing in now, with all this solar energy coming in, I'm bringing in this moon deck of cards, which I just want to thank my beautiful friend who gifted me these for my solar return off that wish list. So thank you so much. And I can't wait to see which cards come out just to help wrap this reading up. What else do we need to know for this week to make the most of it? Let's see. Wisdom, 22, right? We've got that waning gibbous moon, right? That's just after the full moon is the energy of this, is that wisdom that drops in, allowing that wisdom to just be received, right? We don't need to force anything, right? When we're in a state of forcing something, of really wanting it, of trying to go and get something, what happens then is we're actually resisting it, we're pushing it away, and we're bringing in other things that we think is what we want, but it's not actually, it doesn't help us in the long run. So tuning into that feminine wisdom, right, of that, just that magnetism, allowing it to drop in, is powerful. It's really powerful, you guys. We have gratitude, number 23, look at that, 22, 23. Gratitude for everything that is, everything that's been, everything that will be, everything that was. Gratitude for every single moment, bringing us into that now moment. When we are in a state of gratitude, we feel no other thing other than love, appreciation, gratitude, right? You know, and it's interesting, we have this last quarter moon coming in where we're kind of, that last quarter moon is in 2 weeks' time. We're at the first quarter right now. The last quarter moon is in 2 weeks' time, and that brings in this very, very powerful sense of reflection, of humble appreciation. And when we are in that space, so much flows in. So this is actually helping us actually tune in to how to manifest, and just to kind of what energy to embody. So that wisdom of magnetism, of divine feminine energy, to really magnetize and receive all that we are wanting to receive, because it's the feminine that does that, not the masculine, the feminine energy. The gratitude helps us align with the frequency, a higher frequency, a quicker spinning energy that can connect with the abundance and the higher timelines that we so desire, right? And then finally, oh, I love this, the darkness, right? Number 40, this card, right? 40. Long night moon. So what is really beautiful about this card, there is this constant eternal dance of light and shadow, right? There is not one that we want to focus more on, because they are both equal and polar opposites. They are both perfect and divine in nature, you know. And when we allow ourselves, because with all the light that is wanting to come in, we have to integrate it and let it root down into the earth, right? And the earth is representative of that darkness. The divine feminine is that darkness, right? You know, and the darkness isn't necessarily the shadow, right? The darkness is just that beautiful yin and yang, right? And how they dance and flow together, right? It's an integration of the two is what we want. And when we have this darkness energy, you know, when you go out into the evening and the nights are, especially in the northern hemisphere, the nights are getting longer now, right? Or they will be soon, because we're at the equinox very soon, but it is getting darker earlier in the evening. And when you allow yourself to be out in that space, you can connect with such divine, intuitive guidance from the divine feminine, from that lunar energy, you know, and we see things that that perhaps aren't seen in the daytime. We see things that perhaps our human eyes, our physical eyes maybe haven't seen. We see with our third eye instead when we connect with that energy, right? So allow yourself to traverse as well in the knowingness that you are safe and you are protected always, because your heart is this portal of love, of light, right? It's this portal, knowing that you are here, we are here to be the bridge between heaven and earth, between that, to be that integration energy, right? We're there to integrate light and dark, we're there to integrate the poles. That's what we're here for. We're in a world of polarity, right? Duality, you know. Yeah, we're here to integrate that. So there may be one or two things for you to release this week. There may be one or two things that become apparent. Notice, right? Notice, that's what this is great for as well. We get to see our emotional body. The darkness shows us, it highlights the emotional body. And that's a brilliant thing, that's a gorgeous thing, because it's the emotions, right, within us that can block the manifestations, right, without realizing it. It can cause resistance without realizing it, because there are things that are so deep within the subconscious, they're perhaps unconscious. That's where the shadow work actually really lies, is in that unconscious, and we can't go and find it just by going, you know, through our inner child work. Inner child is subconscious, shadow work is unconscious, and unconscious means exactly that, right? So things are going to come up to release, and that's a really beautiful thing. A really beautiful thing. Allow and express the emotions that you need to, right? The world is very much in a state of dark night, and it's one person in their light, you in your light, is enough to light up 1 million people, right? Easy. So focus on the balance and the self-love. Focus on that flow, the cycles, the rhythms. The manifestations are coming through this week. You will see them, feel them, embody them, be them. Follow the guidance that the unicorns have brought through. Follow the guidance of the dragons, and all the other gorgeous energies that we've connected with here today. Connect with the people that are out there talking the talk and walking the walk as well. You know, connect with the people helping holding the space, helping bring that remembrance back, helping you remember, because this is your remembrance. Your life is your remembrance, your embodiment, not anyone else's. You're here to live your truth, and this is a week of remembering that. So I send you all so much love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for connecting with me. Thank you for your love. And may that love, abundance, kindness, compassion, may it return multifold to you, because as you give, you receive, right? I hope to see you on my Instagram, on my Facebook, on my YouTube, wherever you are drawn to Ascension's Love with Alice. Feel very welcome to join my private Facebook group, where we connect a little bit more deeply with you and do card pulls and things like that in that space. That group is called the Isis Dream Temple. You'll find it linked in the bio, right, of wherever you're watching this. or on my website. You can find it on my website, which is aliceheath.com, and do look forward to the newsletter that is coming out this week, where we will talk about Priestess of the Golden Age Part 2, which is on Monday the 20th. So I'm really excited to be bringing that, and the recording for Priestess of the Golden Age Part 1, which was that ignition of the Divine Feminine within you. The recording is available on Melissa's website, melissavirtue.com. So I send you all so much love. Have a beautiful week and so many blessings. Bye for now.